the pitfalls of not understanding how to conduct an interview and not understanding how to frame questions. Hey, what's up? First thing I like to say is thanks for hitting the link and watching this video. It took time and effort to make this. Really do appreciate that. Also, if you don't mind, can you hit that like and subscribe? Hitting the like don't hurt none. You can hit it right before you see the video. Don't worry, you will be satisfied. Also, we trying to get some new things going on in this channel, and to do that, I need new equipment. And to do that, it really help if you could give some kind of donation. If you can't, it's cool. It is what it is. We still appreciate your presence here. If you can, that would be very nice, and link is in the description. Anyway, right now, let's get to our regularly scheduled program. Hey, yo, I appreciate it if you could hit that like button right about now. BBN, Jack Frost speaking. Okay, so earlier today, I did a video on the everyday struggle and the situation between them and the Migos that happened at the BET Awards. It got pulled, copyright problems. I'm not upset, Complex. It is what it is. I understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to protect your product. But the problem with that is if you do need to put out a better product than the one in which you currently have. You have 3 people in front of the camera that don't even have the freaking wherewithal. Wait, let me take that back. DJ Academics has the wherewithal. The other 2 individuals don't necessarily have the wherewithal in order to carry this into the way in which it needs to be carried. Okay, that's one. Homegirl that's supposed to be the moderator, I'm not sure what she is because they all 3 hosts. So I'm assuming she's supposed to be the moderator, or she's the one that the gets the most talking to in her ear to help direct traffic. She the couple of times in which I've seen it, she's not very good at that. She just isn't. It's not her fault. Maybe you didn't give her the skills. Y'all didn't give her the training that she deserves to receive in order to make her better at this. Or maybe I think that just being somebody from the hood, it allows for individuals to be able to, carry themselves in a manner, or, you want to keep it hood as possible rather than professional. You should go for professional, not hood. Okay, so the first problem that they had with this whole entire thing is there's I'm not even going to use the video. I was going to use the video when I came back to make my later videos. But after Complex had my last video pulled, I'm not even going to use the video. But Joe Budden's on his Instagram account or whatever the hell it is, he was live streaming something. Maybe it was Facebook. Yeah, it was Facebook, I think. And when he was live streaming on Facebook, somebody said something about the Migos being there, and he was like, oh man, like it was a very negative vibe. You understand what I'm saying? So before the Migos even got there, Joe Buttons had a very negative vibe about the situation. So you could just imagine what they felt while he was there. People give the Migos a lot of crap, but because they constantly getting into situations everywhere they go. But maybe they're getting into situations everywhere they go because they feeling the vibes of people either being jealous or people just not liking them. Not even having nothing to do with jealousy, but people just not liking them. So that was the first problem. You don't have a guest coming on the show and you're giving them off negative vibes as soon as they make it there. That's not a good look. That's 1. 2, that was a terrible question. And I don't even think Academics formed that question. I think that he was told to give that question, and that's why he said huh and huh again. There's a good chance he didn't hear the response that homeboy was giving him. I understood it quite fine, perfectly. I used to live in Georgia at one time, so the accents, I understand them. It sounded like regular English to me. But let's just take for a second that let's just argue on the side of 1 second that Academics was told to have him say it again or have him speak up. You still don't say huh. You understand? That's still not the way to conduct the interview. That's not even a way to talk to a person. Because if you could huh, you could hear. You understand? That's not even a way to talk to a person. So Academics asked a terrible question. How do you feel about being left off of the song Bad and Bougie? He asked them basically, how does it feel to not be involved in the biggest hit that his team has made? That has a lot of different implications. As basically called him the weak link. It's basically what you called them. Even if that's not what was not your intention, you called him the weak link. Basically when they didn't have you with them, they made a hit that, y'all have not been able to reach again yet. He might as well have said that. It was a terrible question. Now, academics seems really smart to me. And usually the questions in which I see him ask, and he's always professional, in my opinion. He's really professional. Academics is the most professional person on the show. I don't see what the producers do, but in front of the camera, he's the most professional person by far. It's not even close. And he asked a terrible question. So I'm gonna take some of the weight off of academics for a minute and say that question was given to him by somebody, and he asked the question that was given to him. And then when they asked him to ask the question again because they couldn't hear or understand, or they didn't think other people might be able to hear or understand, he said, "Huh." You know what you do in that case? First of all, okay, let's say we going off of they couldn't hear him part. You ask the question again, or you specifically say, "Wait, hold on, I can't understand what you said." So the person speaks up. No, not necessarily like that, but you ask the question, "How do you feel about being left off of the Badge and Bougie soundtrack?" Blah 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 blah. Excuse me, I couldn't hear you. Blah, 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 blah. Wait. What are you saying? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, okay. I get it. You understand? Because by saying those things, it triggers to the individual that they probably wasn't clear, or they're probably speaking too low. And just by a function of normal communications, a person is going to speak clearer or speak louder. That's just a function of normal communication. It has absolutely nothing to do with anything else. But when you say, "huh," a person could take that anyway. Now, take that with the negative vibes that they already most likely was feeling when they got there. And then he says, "huh." That's like you are challenging someone. You understand where I'm going? My other video that they got pulled was much nicer, by the way. I was much more polite and understanding towards this whole situation. But look, these guys, they're pushing this agenda, this everyday struggle agenda. They're trying to really make this work. They got academics. He got 1 million followers. They're going to ride this dude to death. They're going to sully his name. They're going to mess his name up. Academics need to bail on this shit. And this is going off of the strength of that wasn't his question. Somebody asked him to ask that question. These questions need to be vetted. You have somebody coming on your show, you vet questions. You understand? There's a reason why the hosts can't drink, and the people who are coming on the show could do whatever drugs they want them to do, because that they want to do. Because the people coming on the show, they want to make your lips loose. They want you to say any old thing. They want to make you make a scene. But the host has to make sure that he doesn't make a scene, that everything that he says is on point. So therefore, he needs to be as lucid as possible. Facts. Okay, next point. Let's say for a second that they did hear what he said, but they wanted him to elaborate. So they ask him, "How do you feel about being left off of Bad and Bougie?" He says, "I don't feel like I've been left off Bad and Bougie." "You look like I've been left off Bad and Bougie." I think that is what he said right there. Does it look like I'm being left off Bad and Bougie? And then you say, because you're not getting the response you wanted to get. Well, first of all, to be honest with you, you could just leave it right there, because you know how he feels. He doesn't like the fact that he wasn't on the hit. Okay. I mean, that's kind of obvious. You really don't need to pry into it. You understand what I'm saying? But let's say that the producers is saying, they want you to follow up. They want you to have it's called a follow-up question, to ask another question to get them to elaborate. You understand? So where do you go with that? You say, first of all, you don't ask that damn question. You understand? Wait, let's go with you ask the question first and you want them to elaborate. This is why I'm showing you all the different ways that they just effed up. They just messed up and they created the situation, not the Migos. Okay, so they say whatever. I don't feel like it. And then you just say something about this was a team effort. I get where you coming from. No, this was a team effort. You wasn't there, but you was with them in spirit. You had other things to do. Yeah, well, that's understandable. And then you say, what, you was working on a project at that time, right? Would you like to, give him an opportunity to plug the project that he was working on? Because you just disrespected this dude. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's disrespect. You asking him, that question was just so disrespectful. You asking him, how does he feel to be left off their biggest project to date? They haven't made anything bigger before that or after. You asking him why? How does he feel being left off? You ain't asking him left off. Those are the words. You understand? So you give him a chance to plug whatever the hell he was doing at that time. And then you give him a way out. You understand? When you disrespect the person that comes on your show with a bad question, you give them a way out so they can look good. You don't want to disrespect the people that come on your show unless you like Morton Downey Jr. or something. Nobody remembers that guy, right? Morton Downey Jr. Was it Morton Downey? Morton Downey? I don't know. It was the guy that used to yell and scream and smoke cigarettes and shit. It's some 80s shit, yo. Anyway, unless you that guy, you don't want to disrespect the guys come. He just was disrespecting people. That shit was hilarious and funny. He was Jerry Springer before Jerry Springer, not for nothing. That shit had to be scripted. But you don't want to do that. Okay, and this is the third way. And this is the way that they should have done it. Don't ask that question. You say something along the lines of, you weren't on Bad and Bougie. Were you working on a project at the time? You give him an opportunity to plug whatever he was on. And you open up the door to talk about the fact that he was not on Bad and Bougie. Everybody's happy. That was a terrible question. Now I'm going to be on your ass, Complex. You hear me? Now I'm going to be on your ass. Because you got my freaking video pulled. Don't worry. It will be no copyright issues with me ever again. Not with this channel. But you got my channel pulled and y'all fuck ups over there. Pardon me. I'm going to take that back. You're not fuck ups. You make a lot of mistakes. I'm new to this game. You want to step on the little man. It's cool. It's fine. I'm going to take that in stride. Because I'm the type of person that you just motivate. So I'm not coming back at you in no way disrespectful. I'm not coming back at you in no way at all. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a program around your program. And my program is going to be all the ways that your program screws up on a daily basis. How about that? Now, you could talk about me if you wish, but talking about me, all that's going to do is help me. So you're going to have to ignore me and let me talk all the shit I want to talk. But you could also not ignore me and then comment back because I could use the subscribers. But you could ignore me. But I'm going to be on your ass. And I'm not going to disrespect nobody. I like Joe Buttons. I don't know homegirl, so I'm not going to say I like her or dislike her. And I like academics. I think academics is doing an exemplary job with what he's given. I think he's given one host that I don't know what Buttons' job is actually. You know, he goes on the show and he purposely acts like he's the old guy that's out of place. Like kids get off on my lawn 1 minute, and the next minute, you know, he can't find his teeth. That's what Joe Buttons is there for. To be the old guy. You know, he should not want to be the old guy. He should want to be the mature guy. There's a difference. But y'all got him playing the old guy. You got the other guy playing the mature guy. I mean, the young guy. When one guy should just be the naive guy. You know, the guy looking to the future. You know? And the other guy should just be the mature guy. The guy that respects the past. But I'm not giving y'all no more jewels. You understand? I'm going to wait for y'all next screw up. That should be your next show. And then I'm going to give you the jewels then. On a show-by-show basis. How about that? I hope y'all get better. Subscribe to me now, Complex. Because I'm on y'all ass. Jack Frost out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.